My dad calls me yesterday and telling me about, my dad's been trying to lose weight for, long as I've known him, 30, 40 years, he's been trying to lose weight, my father. And he's always like reading these books and coming up with these different schemes and plans, and it's very frustrating to see somebody be so gullible by everything they read. So he's bragging to me yesterday how he's on the right track and how he had a small green smoothie for breakfast and a container of strawberries for lunch, and that's it, and he hasn't eaten all day. And this is at nighttime. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? If you've watched any of my videos, any of you know that I'm anti-calorie restriction, so anti-calorie restriction. I don't like Weight Watchers. I don't like any of those plans that limit your portions of food. People say, I can only eat a portion of food the size of my hand, right? This is what I'm having for like breakfast right now. This is 2.5 pounds of cantaloupe, okay? I'm trying to tell my dad, eat until you're full. Don't eat just based upon these little small portions. Eat the right foods and fill up. Get satiated. Fill up. 2.5 pounds of cantaloupe I'm getting ready to eat. This is my breakfast. And I'll probably trash down 2,000 calories by lunchtime today. Yes, 2,000 calories. People are shocked. They're like, Marcus, but you're thin. How do you consume all those calories and stay thin? Oh, you must be a runner. You must work out a lot. This and that. Wrong. I do run. I do like to run a lot, but it's not because the running that I'm losing weight. It's because the proper foods. Now let me just give you a breakdown of 2.5 pounds. This is a cantaloupe and a half. And now for people that say eating healthy is expensive, that's a bunch of BS. All winter long here at the local shop, right, they've had cantaloupes, right? 3 cantaloupes for $5. I bought a whole case of cantaloupes here. I paid probably $1.50 a cantaloupe. And the case is going to be gone within 2-3 days. My kids get involved, they'll be gone in 2 days. And I cut up cantaloupe for my kids this morning for school. But that's a whole cantaloupe and a half, and I eat until I'm satiated. So when I snack on foods, this is going to be one of my snacks. Or I'll eat a half a flat of strawberries, right? 2, 3, 4 pounds of strawberries. So the nutritional breakdown on this, for people that are trying to watch their caloric intake, right? 2.5 pounds of cantaloupe. There's only 400 calories. That's it. 400 calories in here. People say, oh, but the sugar. White refined sugar and other refined sugars like turbinado sugar are totally different. Organic cane sugar are totally different than fruit. Yes, fruit has fructose. That's the sugar in fruit. However, when you eat the whole form of the fruit, the fructose is buffered by the fiber and the enzymes of the fruit. So it metabolizes totally different. So don't let those dietitian people that are trained by Coca-Cola and Pepsi in the pharmaceutical industry to tell you that, oh, corn syrup and a teaspoon of corn syrup and a pear metabolize the same. Yes, I've had these idiots tell me this. No, they don't metabolize the same. They don't. It's impossible. Fruit is in its whole form. Fruit is what we're designed to eat. Fruit is good for us. A teaspoon of high fructose corn syrup or sugar is not good for us. It's refined. Totally refined. So when you eat white sugar, it puts your body on guard. Your white blood cells are on guard, and they actually react because they know that there's a foreign invader. That doesn't happen when you eat raw food, especially fruits and veggies. It doesn't happen at all. So I say trash the calorie counting. Eat the foods that are right designed for our body. Okay, now back to the 400 calories there, 397 calories. Believe it or not, 9% of this, 9.1% of this is protein. So for those people that say, where do you get your protein from? 9.1% protein, which is just under 10 grams of protein in this right here. Fats, 6.4% caloric intake by fat. This is a very low fat food. Yes, there is fat in here. Believe it or not, there's fat in basically everything across the board. So people say, oh, you need fat, Fat's in everything. Watermelon has fat in it, okay? Not much, but it has trace amounts of fat in it. So for those people saying, oh, you can't eat fat-free, you gotta eat a stick of butter, there's fat in all your food. You will find fat in virtually everything that's in there. Maybe small amounts, but it's in there. But 6.4% caloric intake by fat on a cantaloupe. Who would have ever guessed that, okay? So, the good news is 85% carbohydrates in there. That's going to fuel me. That's going to give me energy. That's going to make me think. It's going to fuel my brain. It's going to keep me alive. It's going to keep me awake. I'm a chef. I own a restaurant. I'm always on my toes. I'm going to go run probably 12 miles today with 2 different friends, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. We're going to go run up the mountain. I'm going to run up the mountain each time with them. So, man, high quality carbs are super important. So again, if you're eating the right quality of food, my belief is eat as much of it as possible, right? Just consume. You don't see animals out in the wild, they just graze all day long, right? A deer, you see monkeys, apes, primates, they eat all day long. They could just sit there and eat a case of bananas, right? They would just nonstop eat. Horses, they eat all day long. Where do horses get their protein from? They get it from the grass that they eat, loaded with protein. Look how muscular a horse is, okay? So you got to get off that whole thing, well, you know, fruits and veggies don't have protein. Fruits and veggies have lots of protein, lots of good quality, absorbable protein that your body can build. You can build a strong body on this. So, no calorie restriction. If my dad stops by today, I'm going to force him to eat a whole cantaloupe here and say, Dad, fill up on the right food. Just fill up. It's just like I see these people that are all these calorie counting, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh man, what are you guys doing? Just fill up on the right foods. Chef Marcus Giuliano, thanks for watching this video. Tell me about the right foods that you guys eat. Leave some comments down below. And carb up. Thanks for watching.
I can't stop it tonight. This epidemic, I'm trying to fight. Blood pressure's rising now. It's in the danger zone. Somebody help me, I'm about to go terminal. It's an epidemic.